Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Business Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.
Well, life to you may be different from life to me. The way I see life most of the time is different from the way you see life. Sometimes life is good. Other times, well, maybe not so good. And this is why many times we need someone to talk to, someone to listen to us without judging us. And this is a program that is designed exactly for that purpose, where we can talk, chat, laugh, and sometimes cry together. Come on, let's talk over our matters. Let's discuss the matters of life and find solutions together. This is Eshman. Our program is now going to be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I need you to join in. We need to talk together. You will have the opportunity to call in, ask questions, discuss matters that concern your heart. And I guarantee you, you'll be glad that you talked. I'll be waiting on you Tuesday, and on Wednesday, and on Thursday. Eshman will be waiting for you.
Hey guys, my name is Shino Ayo Oyinlola, and I'm trying to let you know that ABN TV do live stream events. Do you have any event coming up? Do you want somebody to do that for you? Live stream your event either to your own portal or to ABN TV Direct. Call on us now. 346-426-5650. 346-426-5650. We'll be glad to help you out. Thank you.
Hey, hello everyone. Good to know that you're there. For me, it's always an exciting moment when I know that I have to come here to talk to you and for us to talk about the things that we talk about. It's always a great thing to know that for me, I am contributing my part to the society. Good to really, really know that you're there. I want to say a big thank you to all those of you that are part of this program. Some of you actually even sent questions on Facebook for us to address. I really appreciate you. Thanks to those that are calling to the program. I honestly cannot thank you enough. Let us continue to make this a family program. It's not about me. It's about us doing some positive things in the society. Ben, one of my callers, spoke with me earlier on today, and I really appreciate you, Ben. If you're listening, one of the things that he said is that we actually look forward to this program. What a wonderful message to know that people are really sitting and looking forward to it. I really appreciate you. And to those of you that are telling your friends and telling your colleagues about the program, honestly, I cannot thank you enough. I really appreciate you. Now, we all know that domestic violence is a problem in our society, and we must do everything within our power to eradicate domestic violence. It is true, we cannot fully eradicate it, but can we reduce it to the barest minimum? That is why I do this program. Usually, we hear the big news when it has happened, that someone has killed someone or someone has maimed someone. But there are things that happen before that climax. Those are things that I like to talk about on my program. If we can address them, readdress them, maybe some people would still be alive today. Maybe some people don't have to kill themselves or hit themselves. And so the whole talk shouldn't be about me. I'm not entirely all wise. We all depend on one another to grow. So there are some things that you have, there are some good ideas that you have. Bring them on and let's share together on our program. Once again, thanks to all of you, and I do hope you would always be here when we have this program. Make sure your relationship works. Do everything to make it work. If you have to beg, beg. If you have to spend money, spend money. If you have to call others to step in, call others to step in. Just make sure it works. However, if the way is too tough for both of you to go along, please go your separate ways. It is better you live long as a single parent than to die young in the name of love. I do welcome you to this program. Tonight, we're going to really touch on the topic. Yes, Felicia suggested it. Felicia, if you're listening, thank you. She raised that question last night, and I promise that we're going to start from there. All right. I got a chat from Jacob and Nikki based on our programs yesterday, so I'm going to read those out to you. But Felicia said that if the red flags are now seen after marriage, what do you do? And I'm calling on all of you. It's not about me. I don't even have an answer to that question. And so wherever you are, let us try to trash this. You know why? There are people that sincerely need your help. There are people that sincerely need to hear something that you have to say. So if all the red flags that we enumerated, there are so many red flags. Yesterday, we talked about anger management. We talked about violence itself. That's physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. We talked about substance abuse. We talked about a couple of other things. Now, but we made it sound like, okay, these things, when you see them before marriage, find a way. But now Felicia said, which is true and it happens, supposing you're seeing these things after you're married, what will you do? Someone that doesn't trust you, someone that doesn't really maybe like you, you understand? And you're seeing all these things after marriage. What would you do? That is what I want us to trash tonight. But do not forget that this program is proudly sponsored by BSA Procurement and Logistics. BSA Procurement and Logistics will be your one-stop shipping center. Any shipping need that you have, you need to talk to BSA Procurement and Logistics. Now, some of you are car dealers. You transport cars from America to other countries. Wow, that's one of the specialties of BSA Procurement and Logistics. And the real truth is that they are not expensive. They are actually the least expensive I've seen around. Why don't you give a call? Why don't you try them? Again, like I keep saying, it's Christmas season and you may want to send things up and down. Your shipping center, your one-stop shipping center is BSA Procurement and Logistics. Find them today, call them today, and let them know that you have some shipping needs. BSA Procurement and Logistics will ship your goods every Thursday. Shipping is done every Thursday. And usually it takes between 7 to 10 working days for your goods to get to your doorstep. So, what are you waiting on? Pick your call. You'll see all the numbers during my next advert. The numbers, the address, you can always call them. And if you want good discount, let them know that Eshman sent you. And I promise you, you'll get some good discounts on the next thing you're shipping. We'll go on break very soon, and I will let you know. But when we come, we'll fully discuss this. I will open the phone lines early enough today so that you can contribute and put your own opinions. Remember, I keep saying there's always someone somewhere that is hoping to hear the right thing, and those right things may come from you. It's a big question tonight. Supposing the red flags are now seen after marriage, what should they do? What would be your advice? What should happen? This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman. It's a great thing. When we come from break, we're going to hit the ground running. I will see you at the other side of the divide.
BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. Ship to USA from Niger, or ship from Niger to USA, and also to Canada. Individual, small business, corporate establishments, and African stores and restaurants. Ship anything at all. USA office 12455 Westpac Drive, Suite H15, Houston, Texas 77082. Telephone 832-614-8984 or 281-741-4829. Email info@bsaprologueservice.com or www.bsaprologueservice.com. BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. You are the reason we exist.
Ọjọ́ mọ́kànlélógún ni o, àdúrà àti àwẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe wa lọ́dọọdún, Dagunduro 2022, 21 days prayers and fasting. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọjọ́ kọkànlélọ́gbọ̀n oṣù kẹwàá títí di ogúnjọ́ oṣù kọkànlá 2022. Ìpàdé àdúrà yóò máa wáyé láago 6 ìrọ̀lẹ́ lójoojúmọ́ ní gbọ̀ngàn ilé ìjọsìn Dagunduro tó wà ní nọ́mbà 8001 South Keku Road, Suite A and B, opposite Library, Houston, Texas 77072. Ipò àti ìríjú tí Jésù ó lò ní bàbá wa Apostle Henry Odeneye àti àwọn ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run mìíràn. Àkànṣe làdúrà àti àwẹ̀ ọlọ́jọ́ mọ́kànlélógún tọdún yìí pẹ̀lú ìwé àdúrà tó lé ní 500 kókó, over 700 prayer point book fún ìtúsílẹ̀ kúrò lọ́wọ́ agbára òkùnkùn àti ti Sátánì. Tí ẹ bá ń fẹ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé, ẹ pè Apostle Henry Odeneye lórí aago 713-231-3278. Ìwọ náà kópa nínú àwẹ̀ àti àdúrà tọdún yìí. Ògùn aṣẹ́, èdè ajá, ìwọ náà ó sì jẹ́rìí ayọ̀ sí agbára Ọlọ́run. Jésù lolúwa.
Welcome. This is God's Glory Enterprises, where you get goods in both wholesale and retails. Gari, elubo, egusi, ubiabata. Snails, ulinkuli, ugibaba, both white and yellow. Shredded stockfish, iruwuru, and many more. God's Glory Enterprises, 17130, Bishna Street, Suite A, Houston, Texas, 77083. Open from 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily. Telephone 713-501-4910. Check out our clothing and cosmetics items, which is also at cheaper rate. God's Glory Enterprises, your neighbor African foods and clothing depots.
Jesus, 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 there is no other name.
When it comes to eating African food like you are in Africa, don't just call for jollof rice. Ask for greens and solid jollof rice, greens and solid fried rice, greens and solid ewa going, Grace and Solid Porridge Yam pabambari rẹ̀ ní Grace and Solid Amala on Point. Gbẹ̀gìrì àti ewédú lórí àmàlà tó fẹ́lẹ́ tó ń gbóná fẹ́lẹ́fẹ́lẹ́ with your choice of meat or fish. Roundabout ní abọ́dí ṣàkíní àbẹ́dọ̀ ẹja aláràn lẹ́nfẹ́ ni àbí kúrúkà bó sì jẹ́ tilapia ni gbogbo ẹ̀ ló wà lọ́dọ̀ tiwa. At Grace and Solid Amala on Point, just give us few minutes to prepare what you order and boom, you have it exactly as it is pictured. Grace and Solid Amala on Point. 11134 Highway 6 South, Sugarland, Texas 77498, Suite 216, or Grace and Solid Amala on Point at 12306 Bichno Street, Houston, Texas 77072, inside the Shell gas station. Telephone 832-295-3570 or cell phone 832-692-0465. Greens and Solids on Facebook, Greens and Solids on Instagram, or www.food@greenandsolid.com. Food as it is in Africa. Grace and Solid Amala on Point. See you there.
Hello guys, my name is MARRIGE. I'm the owner of Manual Print House. We do all our digital printing here. This section is where we do our shadow stage. That is where we do all our booklets. If you need to print your magazines, you need to print your brochure. This is the machine that does all our perfect binding books. This machine can actually bind up to 1,000 books in an hour, which means we can print as much as 10,000 books in a whole. The next machine I'm going to show you is an HTA39 framer. This machine will take all the books side and the front side at the same time. Now we can actually do all that and cover books
and for all other services such as flyers, retractable banners, step and repeat banners, business cards, letterheads, canvas, floor decors, window graphics, foam boards, Orocast, yard sign, PVC, and lots more. Please call 832-623-7128.
Welcome back. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman. This program is proudly brought to you by BSA Procurement and Logistics. Remember, tonight we're discussing noticing the red flags after marriage. In this case, you're not noticing the red flags before marriage. You know, before marriage, you could run, you could ignore, you could walk away, but it's a different ball game entirely after marriage. But before we go on, I quickly will read two things that some of the comments sent on Facebook. The first one by Jacob. Again, this is relating to our discussions yesterday. Jacob had said, Eshman, I differ on your statement that not fully declaring your pay as a guy is a red flag. You cannot take away the fact that culture and its associated demands play a role. It's not a case of one cap fits all. For example, I know someone whose spouse isn't one who takes investment serious. She prefers to spend on shopping and all the likes. The hobby declared less and is putting the others into future investment for the family. I would rather say it depends. Jacob, my take on that is this. If people are married, look, the best thing, this is the best advice, and this is what I'm going to say, I mean squarely, and I will not mince my words. Be as truthful to one another as possible. If you're not going to declare your income, fine. That's your choice. You could agree. But once you make up your mind that you're going to declare your incomes to one another, then you got to declare the total. Remember, some of the things we're saying is so that homes will be preserved. If you declare less than what you're earning, someday she finds out, what do you think will happen? That could even break the home. That could lead to some other things. So I am not saying compulsorily couples must declare their incomes. They don't have to. But once you agree that you would declare your income, declare the truth. I hope that's okay with you, Jacob. But of course, I respect your opinions. I'm not forcing my thinking on you. I'm just telling you, suggesting to you what I think should be the ideal case. Nikki is saying another one about trust. What if the other person has broken trust before, but you got a second chance? Then their partner becomes insecure in the process, but still want to pursue the relationship, but they are not doing what is required to make their partners secure. Yes, trust is a big issue. Once it's broken, of course, everybody deserves a second chance. It's what I believe. Please, whatever it is, give your partner a second chance. But then, not only should you give the partner a second chance, the partner that faulted must do everything possible to correct the impression. Try not to break the trust again. If broken the second time, honestly, that may just destroy a whole lot of things. Once you have broken the trust and it became an issue, do everything possible to gain the trust back. Are you getting it now? You must work hard on it, because if you keep learning from you. So here is a big question. We've talked about red flags. You know what red flags are. I mean, the list is unending when we begin to talk about red flags. Red flags are things that could actually put a relationship in turmoil. They are things that you really did not expect to find, and you're seeing them. The red flags are signs of bigger problems to come. For instance, someone that gets angry excessively and you're just dating. If you continued with that relationship, how will he display the anger to you? That's just an example. Now, it's easy when we say these red flags are before marriage. Anybody would tell you, just walk away, just move away. But then, this is after marriage. I was listening to something on TikTok earlier on. A couple that have been married for 10 years, 3 kids. The husband just found out that the wife has been practicing some voodoos. You understand? And he discovered some things, some voodoos, in the marriage of 10 years. He didn't bargain for that, but he just found that out yesterday after 10 years of marriage. Now, what will you advise them to do? There's 3 kids in this union. They've been together for 10 years. All right. What will you advise? So if, again, I don't even want to attempt to answer. I just want all of us to discuss, all right? But there are so many things that you find out after marriage, and you must be able to handle them. Before we move on, of course, may I quickly emphasize that there is nothing as good as forgiveness. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not everything that you forgive that you stay with. In some instances, you have to forgive and find a way. But please bear in mind that when your partner hurts you, think about it first. The rule of forgiveness. It goes a long way. We're going to be emphasizing on that. And that's about the only thing I would say. I'm not attempting to answer. I'm just going to wait on you guys to let's discuss it. That when these red flags are only discovered after marriage, what do you think the lady should do? What do you think the man should do? All right. As we talk, we mention these things one by one. But right now, I'm going to be opening the phone lines because I want you to be the presenters tonight. 346-426-5650. Again, 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. 336-456-3800. I'll be expecting your call tonight. Let's discuss this matter. I don't want to be the one suggesting everything, but what we're looking at tonight is if these red flags are now discovered after marriage, what do you think they should do? You could choose any red flag of your choice. It's okay. Thanks to those of you on Facebook. I really appreciate you. But I will concentrate more on this for now. Now, so if these are, the red flags are discovered after marriage, what do you think the partners should do? Should they walk away? Should they seek another, what? I don't want to suggest anything. The lines are now opened, and I want you to call in and let us discuss. That being said, while I wait on your call, and I'm really eagerly waiting to hear from you. Now, that being said, I want you to know that in life, generally, till we die, we will meet with surprises. Yes, and that's the truth. We will meet with surprises in every of our relationships. No matter how closely knitted you are, there are surprises awaiting you. Of course, good surprises. There are other surprises that are not so good. And so when you discovered that your partner is involved in a thing that you really will not be happy about, what will you do at that point? Could it be everything that should lead to quarrel or lead to other things, disturbing us? What exactly should we do? So surprises hide around the corner, and it must come. Some of these surprises will come after your marriage. Everything is not about breaking up. Of course, there are things that could lead people to break up, and I'm not hiding that fact. But everything shouldn't be about breaking up. There are some red flags that you have discovered after marriage that you can talk your partner out of. You can help them out of it. Remember, your partner is now a part of you. Sometimes all they need is that help. It's not when someone is beating you, we'll come to that. But there's so many other things. If your partner is such a terrible liar, always lying, I don't think such a thing should make you to quickly want to say, okay, let's pack all our things and go separate ways. You can talk about it. You can help your partner to check into some counseling, places where he or she could be counseled. There's so many things that could come up, and all of them may not be, oh yeah, this is the end of it. Now, if your partner keeps coming home drunk, how do you handle that? You never saw him like a drunkard before your marriage. He was able to hide that part perfectly well. But now you're married and he's always getting drunk. What will you do? Should you just walk out? I know you don't like it. The situation is not anything that is palatable to you. You don't like it. But what should you do? Sometimes you have to find out the cause and the effect. Why is he now drinking heavily? He wasn't doing that. Now, some people come up with new habits. Not because they were hiding from you, but some other issues of life have pushed them to form new habits. E.g., drinking. Some people, after many years of not touching alcohol, could result into heavy drinking because of pressure of life. And so when your partner is going through crisis, and some crises are exhibited by the things they do, the things they talk about, the things they want to do, hey, don't throw them under the bus. Don't crush them at that moment. That is when they need you the most. That is when you can come in. That is when you need to hold their heads to your chest and speak kind words to them. I am not by any chance supporting all of you that come home drunk. It may not be giving respect to your partners, but then I want to excuse you that probably you have things that you're going through. Allow yourself to be talked with. Dear partner, when you see that your own partner is going through stuff and is misbehaving, if whatever is going through can be corrected, then it probably won't be misbehaving. Every time the water is dirty is not when you throw the baby out with the water. There are times that you have to stoop low and understand the position your partner is coming from. Is tired, is depressed, is oppressed, is suppressed, is probably thinking of ending it all. And some of the ways that he's trying to manage himself is to do some things that are not palatable to you. I am just saying, before you call the hangman, you need to talk to your partner. Why? What has happened? What's changed? look, I don't want to, so many things for us to say, so many solutions for us to talk about, but I need you guys to call in and let's discuss this tonight. Again, don't forget 336-456-3800. All right, call tonight and let's begin to discuss this matter. Ogbonna, thank you. I see you on Facebook and those of you on Facebook as well. All right, you can bring in your questions on Facebook and we'll try to address it. But if you're with your phone, call 346-426-5650. Let's discuss. I need to learn from you when the red flags are discovered after marriage. What should the partners do? What should happen? So I have talked about understanding why they're doing what they do. Listen, for everything we do in life, there's a reason. Now, some reasons are justifiable. Some reasons are just very, weak excuses. You understand? You have to select which is right. Now, if you would try to find out why they do what they do, please, it's extremely important before you nail your man that is promiscuous. You need to find out why. What have you done? You as a partner, how have you contributed to it? Sometimes when our partners do the wrong stuff, the reality is that we have contributed to those things that they are doing. You just probably may not know. Some people are not just angry for nothing. They weren't like that, and when you were dating, they weren't like that. Something changed. Something changed along the line, and if you want to talk about what changed, everybody has to be addressed. Look, you can't just call him that. Particularly in this case, Felicia made us to understand that this could be coming after marriage. So if it is after marriage, that means he wasn't really like that, or if he was hiding that, he hid it very well. If it was big enough, you would have noticed. So after marriage, you found it. The first thing you need to do is to find out why. Just why. Now, somebody asked me a question, which maybe one of these days we will talk about it. That, okay, a husband decided to have a sugar mommy because he needed money to support the family. Was he wrong? He was doing it for one reason, to support the family. Maybe to pay school fees, maybe to do this, maybe to do that. Of course, I hope I have my own ready answer for that. But it's not all about my knowledge or my wisdom. I would rather want us to jaw and discuss it together. So he's having a sugar mommy because he's getting money from this sugar mommy to support his family. If his wife found out, what should happen? And so that's why I'm saying, just before we judge, we need to find out why our partner is doing what they are doing. We need to find out the reason behind it. And sometimes when we do our findings well, guess what? You will find out that you are contributing to it. This is not, look, I'm not talking about the woman or the man tonight. I'm just somewhere in between addressing both sides. Now, this is not justifying anything. If you're a lady and your outings cannot be explained, the places you go to cannot be explained, there's almost no justification for that. But I will excuse that. If the home is too hot, sometimes somebody wants to check out and find solace somewhere. So, before you hang your partner when the red flag is found after marriage, hear me, you probably have heard what I've said. Find out why. When you have known why, then you now begin to propose solution. There are some things you will not do no matter how hungry you are. In fact, some people believe that it is better to die than to steal from other people. So, you that you know better, you need to now talk to your partner. The fact that you're going through this does not mean that you should be doing this kind of a thing. It's not right. Now, those are mild ones. Let me now say something that is not mild. and I would try my best to say it with a straight face, if you found out that your partner is a pedophile, what will you do? Look, there is no talking to. There is no finding out why. There's only one thing, called the authority. For the sake of the child involved, I want you guys to call in tonight and let's discuss this, all right? For the sake of the little kid involved, for the sake of the innocent child involved, you cannot afford to keep quiet in that instance. Of course, I have told you many instances, find out why, talk about it, advise your partner, they could go for counseling, but there are some ones that, no, you don't want to find out why. Is a pedophile? You can harbor such a thing, because if you harbor it and is found later by authority, you're going to be questioned. So some instantly you need to take the right step. All right, again, my phone lines are opened and I'm waiting on your call, all of you, because for tonight I do not want to be the only one discussing these things. I've got so many things to tell you, but it's not about me. Domestic violence is an issue globally. It's a problem in the society that we must nip in the bud. We must find a way to reduce it as much as possible. And in reducing it, definitely it's your contribution and my contribution. And so I was saying that there are some red flags that are too hot to hold. Yes, I will mention two of them. Of course, I've been talking about the ones that you can talk to. One of those ones, it comes home drunk. If he comes home drunk, well, it's a big deal, but not a big deal. You can find out why. You can talk to him about it. You can help him go for counseling. You can help him, check him into rehab if possible. That can be corrected. That can be excused. That can be forgiven. You understand? Now, the second one, I wouldn't know whether this is mild or major. Well, depends on what you would say if you caught. All right. The second one, if your partner cheated. He didn't cheat when you were dating. At least you didn't catch him. But now after marriage, you found out that he's cheating. What will you do? Would the first thing be you're walking away? Would the first thing be, oh, no more? Would that be the answer? What would be your answer if he cheated? If she cheated? Now, the way a lady will answer is different from the way a man will answer. All right? If your partner cheated. But I think if your partner cheated, particularly, no, okay, don't let me say particularly if it's the male or the female. So I'm not saying any of those. It could be either of the parties. Now, if your partner cheated, I think, again, my opinion is not important. If you called him, but you haven't called him yet, so I'm giving you my opinions, all right? Now, if your partner cheated, I think you should talk about it. I know people that would say, no, he cheated, I'm going. It's your choice. As long as nobody's killing nobody, it is your choice. But then, I think you should talk about it. I think you should try and let your partner understand that, no, this has been disrespectful and you don't like it. Now, if you're a lady and you walked out on your partner because he cheated, and someday you're going to meet another man, guess what? Your guess is as good as mine. So don't let me even say it. All right. So a cheating partner, you can talk about it. A partner that comes home drunk, you can talk about it. A partner that gets angry, you can talk about it. But the ones you can't talk about, two of them I will mention. I've mentioned one already. Pedophile. No, you can't. No, you can't help that man. You're not qualified to help him. You can't be the one to tell him what to do. No. When you discuss such a thing for the sake of the innocent child, that has to be reported to the authority so that he can find the right help that he needs. If you try to hide it, it's going to be hurting other kids. And I'm asking you to tell authority, not because he should just be punished. No, so that he can be helped. He needs help. It could be a psychological issue. It could be a mental case. You know, it's a case that you have to let the authority handle. And that's a case of pedophiling. All right? If you discover that in your partner, be a male or female, please, you need to let the authority know so that the right steps will be taken and the right help will be given. Secondly, a red flag of, now look at my face now, I'm actually not going to smile saying that too. The red flag of physical abuse. You know what? I'll go on a quick break. And when I return, I will start from physical abuse. When I come back, I'll be picking your calls and we'll quickly address all these matters. This is Shine Life Matters with Eshman, and I'll see you at the other side of the divide.
Mama, it's about time for so sweet bread. Since I haven't tasted first bite, it's all I've been thinking about. And I can't wait to have a taste of so sweet cakes too. That bread does you the soul.
So Sweet Bakery, your one-stop spot for your hygienically prepared, nutritious fresh bread and pastries, ranging from African, continental, and of course, a touch of the Caribbean. See, talk about that real soft, fresh agege bread, white bread, coconut bread, wheat bread, special sardine rolls, cinnamon raisin, fluffy delicious cakes, plus our special tea and coffee. And here's a little secret. You can also order the one and only agri beans to complement So Sweet Bread. They two together, it be like 5 and 6. Make a stop at 3823 Synod Road, 77082 Suite B, Houston, Texas. Or call 713-264-9957. So Sweet Bakery, bringing you the best pastries. No be lie, So Sweet Bread, they butter the soul. Plus, it dey enter medulla. Wella.
Organic fruits, vegetable and skimmed non-fat milk extracted by an expert with over 38 years of combined experience working with products in educational, cleansed and processed without adding additives such as sugar, coloring and preservatives. Paddy's Point organic fruit juice in yogurt bag, fresh, healthy and delicious. Our special juices include green juice, energy booster, fusion juice, recovery juice, regulator juice, rejuvenated juice, organic carrot juice, organic laxative juice, organic kidney cleanse. Our fresh made yogurt includes pineapple yogurt, banana yogurt, and coconut yogurt. Order now at 281-741-1037. True Grub Up, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. We also do delivery or walk-in at 3320 Highway 6 South, Suite D, Houston, Texas 77082. Check us out at www.paddyspoint.co. Paddy's Point organic fruit juice and yogurt bar. Fresh, healthy, and delicious. Marriage-based green card, family petitions, VAWA or green card based on marital problems and abuse, employment-based green card, naturalization, immigrants visa application, asylum, born hearing visas visa. Samuel Agosha Law Firm, 10039, Business Street, Suite 337. Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 832-427-6224. Samuel Agosha Law Firm. Let us fight for you. Hello everyone. An amazing joint is here with different African dishes. Amala bula, iyan legusi, semo and okra, suya, grilled fish, efforiro, jollof rice, plus different kind of swallow and soup. Amala Joint, a very great arena to meet and discuss with your loved ones. Business meeting, dating meeting, and all kinds of meeting. Amala Joint. Order now through Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. 281-721-2982. Amala Joint 6271 Highway 6 South, Houston, Texas 77083. Amala Joint, the best joints to eat the best African food.
Amala Joint.
Welcome back. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and we'll be looking at the topic, the red flags after marriage. So, call in now and let's discuss. What do you advise the couples? What would they do? What should they do? I've only suggested some heavy ones like pedophiling or physical abuse, so if you would call in, let's hear from you. If red flags are seen after marriage, what do you advise that they do? Or are there red flags that you know that we have not mentioned? Please, by all means, call in and let us know. All right, while I wait for your call, or I was talking about the physical abuse. All right, I'm not ever going to decorate it. If it happens once, never give that man the second chance. If someone hits you the first time, he doesn't deserve a second chance of hitting you again. All right, for me, I'm going to be very brutal in saying that there's no discussion. If there's going to be any discussion, it has to be from afar. You understand? Yes, because if he did it one time, he's likely to do it. And I have a friend back in the day that was pushed, just one push. He hit his head on the wall and he died. So sometimes physical violence could go beyond what you expected. Why would someone beat another person? That is not just a red flag. It is flag on fire. And so if you have flag on fire, you can't stay in a burning house. You have to find a way. No man deserves, or no man has a right to beat any woman. No man does. You can't. If it happens once, he must not have a second chance. Well, maybe those are all my opinions. All right. So I'm waiting on my callers to call in and let's address this together. So who's going to be the first caller so that it's not just my opinion alone? Maybe what I said is so hard that if you go beaten up by your partner, don't give him the second chance. It could be mine that is harsh. What is yours? So there are various red flags that could happen after marriage, all right? And you must know how to handle them. Lying, cheating is another one. Partners will lie. Partners that cheat will always lie. All right. Being stingy is another one. No good relationship with the family. So we have one caller right now, and I'll quickly pick. Good evening. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman.
Hello. Good evening, sir.
Felicia.
Good evening.
All right. Yeah, Felicia, good evening. All right, because time is going. What do you think? You actually mentioned it yesterday. So what do you think, the red flags that are discovered after marriage?
Like I said yesterday, if it is something that you can cope with, or something that you have been coping with for the past years, His grace is sufficient for you. But if it's something like, domestic violence, that is maybe somebody just pick up, like beating up his wife, and it's going to end in, I don't subscribe to that. You can seek help or you find your way. But if it is something like cheating or the rest, you can still cope with it.
Felicia, some people cannot stand cheating. And that's the truth. They can't stand it.
Cheating, the way people are magnifying it, cheating is not cheating by maybe. Cheating can be many things.
No, let me help you. Cheating is your partner sleeping with another person.
See, that is one part of it. That is just one aspect.
And so we're saying in that case, if they discover that,
cheat in other ways, it might not even be sleeping.
No. We're talking about sleeping with another person. What do you advise? What should happen between those couples if that is found? If
you love your wife, you won't even try it in the first place.
Felicia, you're avoiding.
You won't share your bed.
You're avoiding the question.
Should be undefined.
Okay, you're avoiding the question.
What I'm saying is this. Let me give an example.
Okay, Felicia.
Like in this part of the world that we have.
Yes.
And in the part of the world that we came from. Somebody that has been here before his wife, or might have been here before the husband for like couple of years, especially men. Are you saying men will stay?
That's a topic for another day. How long will the man stay?
For like 5, 6, some people are here 5, 6 years on their own without their wife or without their partner. Let me put it that way. Are you saying they are just rubbing their heads alone? And when you now come and you join him and you discover those things, will you say, I'm no longer interested or something?
Okay.
Do you understand?
I do. Okay, Felicia, I needed to use 1 minute to address the one I found out tonight. A man just found out that the wife has been into voodoo. This is 10 years of marriage with 3 children. He just found out yesterday that the wife is practicing voodoo. What do you think should happen in that kind of a home?
You still need to talk 10 years.
Yeah, true story. It happened yesterday.
That is serious.
You're speechless.
No, we can still talk it out.
Okay.
They can still speak. They can still sit down and talk.
Okay.
Being a religious person, you can show him Christ. That is it. He might not know that what he's doing. That is me.
Okay.
But you cannot, because just like you were saying the other time, that you cannot just throw away the baby with the dirty water or something. Do you understand? There are many things that we can talk over.
Okay. I mean, I love your opinion and I really appreciate you, Felicia. And I hope somebody somewhere is also listening to you so that we can actually talk about these things. I honestly appreciate you for all your...
You might have, like women, me, I wouldn't even subscribe to say, like somebody cheated and you want to leave your home, maybe almost 25 years, for one non-entity to come and take over. No, I won't.
Okay.
I can't.
Ladies, are you in line with what Felicia said? Yeah, I mean, if the man cheated, no, don't leave. Because, of course, if they left, somebody else will move in, right?
You have just labored in vain for somebody to come and...
Okay.
You might have put in a lot.
Yes.
You know, I've invested much in that relationship. That somebody to come and read for where she did not sow.
All right. I do appreciate you, Felicia, and I sincerely hope you will call again and again. All right. Thank you, ma, and have a good night. Yes, Felicia said a lot of things, and where do I start from? All right. If you're listening, I still can pick 1 or 2 calls before I go tonight. All right. So the phone lines are still opened. 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. Please do call in and let's discuss this matter together. Felicia's opinions are very strong. All right. There are things that a lot of people will not take, but Felicia is saying, hey, why can't you take it? All right. Some women will not want to hear it that their partner cheated. They have the ready answer. I'm going. You know, now this voodoo thing that was found out yesterday, so many people will not take it, particularly the religious one. But Felicia seems to have the heart of an angel, and she says, oh, we can talk about it, you know, and I like that. But then it's not everybody that would dance to that tune. We have a caller. Good evening. This is Share Life Matters with Eshman.
Hello, good evening.
Benga from New York. Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine.
All right. Benga, you have the floor. Yes.
So I would say this year, concerning the whatever what you would do if you found a red flag after marriage. I would say this. I mean, every marriage, I believe, before you get married to the person, you guys must have had some sort of conversation, deal breakers, and all of that.
Yes.
I mean, I had it with my own wife. I don't know about other people, but it's something that I expect if you went through marriage counseling and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you had it as a deal breaker, you know, so people have different tolerance levels to start.
Sure.
So what one person can tolerate, the next person can't tolerate. So I don't think
definitely
there's a hard or fast rule to anything. So I mean, if you have conversed before and you say, oh, if you do this, I'm gonna leave. If you hit me once, I'm gonna leave. You know, you already have a deal breaker. So I believe that's something I would advise. Even if you've been married, you can still have that.
You can't possibly talk about everything, Benga. Yeah. Like the man didn't see voodoo coming to his house. So they definitely did not talk about voodoo before they got married.
Exactly. But I mean, in that kind of situation, you know, when you have something like that, it's something both of you will sit down and talk about, you know. And, you know, it's also you have to set yourself to as a person. If you know you can't tolerate it, fine. If you know you can forgive that, fine. But you know you can't. I mean, it might be time for you to move on as well. I know I've heard of people that had this kind of situation. You know, unfortunately, the one case I heard about this kind of situation, they broke the marriage as well. You know, voodoo and whatever. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But the man decided he was going to leave. So, I mean, I would expect people should have this kind of conversations before they marry, you know, have a deal breaker and all of that. And, you know, I mean, I don't think it's that serious. I mean, if you already know what to expect, you already know your spouse, so you know what to expect already. That's my own.
Benga, before you go, within a few seconds, Felicia feels that, okay, even if the partner cheated, you can talk about it. What do you think, particularly from a masculine point of view, if the wife cheated?
I believe you can. I believe there's always space for forgiveness, you know, and I also think, you know, I mean, that's me. I know some other people.
I wish every lady would be as nice as Felicia and every man would be as nice as Benga.
So I think that we talked about that.
All right. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I do appreciate you, Benga. Thank you very much, and I hope you'll call again by next week. I appreciate you. Yes. While we round up, if I can squeeze in just one last little call, maybe I would. But while we round up, the truth is, Benga said it all. There is something called the deal breaker. The more you talk about your relationship before you go ahead into marriage, the better. If possible, say anything and everything. The what if, there should be a lot of what ifs. Why? You don't want too many surprises coming down your lane. Surprises kill. Surprises depress. I believe that quite a number of people that have psychological problems today, some of these problems came up from the shocks, the surprises that they found after they got married. Of course, time will not permit us to elaborate a lot of things that are happening in the society. There are too many things happening. But then, the more you guys talk about it, the better. So that everybody will know the limits. At least have an idea of the limit. Benga is spot on when he said what one would take, the other person may not take it. And I remember saying it yesterday, there is a man for every woman. If someone is bringing what you don't want, there's somebody that wants that thing. It's not every food that everybody eats. We all have our preferences all the time. So rather than forcing yourself in a relationship that is killing you, my friend, get a life. We're not going to live in this world forever. I do not want you to live that life in frustration. You need to be happy. Happiness in this case is you and your partner talk about things a lot. This is one of the programs you can be talking about, because while you talk about this program, a lot of things will be coming up. And you can talk and you will surely know what to do and what not to do. How time flies. I wish I could hold the hands of time sometimes. It's just when I started enjoying myself that I would look at the time and it's like, oh, time is gone. This has not been only me tonight. Every time when you see me in your TV or wherever you're watching me from, I'm just sitting and some people are operating all the gadgets, the sound system, the video, the computer, the TVs, and all those things. And I love to appreciate those people all the time. Georgina Bracco, thank you very much for such a wonderful job on the equipment. Everything gets better every day, and I really appreciate you. There's a call. No, I can't take no call tonight again. All right, Bukola Sarah, thank you for the up and downs that you do just to make sure that everything goes perfect, particularly on the commercial side. Ehi Kowecho, always dotting my I's and crossing my T's. I do appreciate you as well. And the big boss himself, Shino Ayo Oyinlola, that is the executive producer. This is Eshman, and I promise you, by next week, Tuesday, we'll be bringing another thing to your view. I appreciate all of you for watching. Hoping that when we see again, there'll be good news in our mouth. Until then, Eshman is my humble name, and I'll see you at the other side of the divide. Good night. Well, life to you may be different from life to me. The way I see life most of the time is different from the way you see life. Sometimes life is good. Other times, well, maybe not so good. And this is why many times we need someone to talk to, someone to listen to us without judging us. And this is a program that is designed exactly for that purpose, where we can talk, chat, laugh, and sometimes cry together. Come on, let's talk over our matters. Let's discuss the matters of life and find solutions together. This is Eshman. Our program is now going to be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I need you to join in. We need to talk together. You will have the opportunity to call in, ask questions, discuss matters that concern your heart, and I guarantee you, you'll be glad that you talked. I'll be waiting on you Tuesday, and on Wednesday, and on Thursday. Eshman will be waiting for you.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Bisonet Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntv.com.